Hi, I'm Carolina, your podcast host and expert womb healer. Over the past 5 years, I've served over 500 women to remove physical blockages in their bodies. We achieve this with Reiki. I believe healing doesn't have to be done alone, nor should it be. You will hear stories of healing, methods to heal with, and guest speakers covering taboo topics you won't hear anywhere else. Let's continue this journey of womb healing together. Hi, friends. It's Carolina Sotomayor. I am your podcast host and Reiki womb healer. And today, my friends, I am super passionate to talk to you about this topic. Can I fire my OB-GYN in the middle of my pregnancy? Fuck yes, you can. And the reason why we're talking about this is I had a client text me yesterday that her OB had scheduled an induction and she felt defeated, dismissed, and disrespected. Today I did a TikTok about this. And can you fire your doctor or your midwife? But yes, you can. They work for you. So just in case you didn't know, these people can be fired. In fact, I switched midwives in the middle of my pregnancy. And this is your reminder. You're in charge, my friend. You are in charge, bestie. You have options. You have power. Your voice is powerful. Because guess what? If they're not listening to you in the doctor's office, they're certainly not going to honor and respect you in the birthing room. Facts. So let's start in. So reasons why you would fire your OB-GYN. You don't feel emotionally safe. You don't feel like you can speak up in your appointments. In this case with my client, let me tell you a little story time. This client is magical. She's amazing. I've been working with her for 2 years. We've done a lot of healing. And she has a high-risk doctor, and she is an OB-GYN. Last week, they had a communication, the three of them, where they're explaining that she was going to try for a vaginal birth and that the OB-GYN had to align with the high-risk doctor's priority and treatment plan. And the OB said, yes, we're on board, we're aligned, this is perfect. So client felt, wow, I feel seen. That's what she said after when we had a check-in call. She goes, I feel seen. This is amazing. This is what I wanted my entire pregnancy. It's been a difficult pregnancy. And then she texted me yesterday. They scheduled my induction. That's not the plan. That's not anywhere near the plan. They were going to wait and keep that baby inside of her as long as possible. And that was what her high-risk doctor said to do. So can you guess what I told her what to do? I said, you're going to go back to the high-risk doctor who values your voice and you feel safe with and say, I need a new OB. I don't feel safe. I don't want her touching me, and I do not want them in the birthing room. Find me another OB. And she said, well, I think that might be rather difficult. And I said, I don't care. There's a lot of wait lists for OBs in her area, she explained. And he said, guess what? There's going to be one, because we believe in miracles, that is going to have a spot for you. There's going to be one that's a perfect match for you because there's a blessing in all of this. There has to be a blessing in all of this. You didn't come this far and waited this long to be pregnant with your baby, with your partner, to have someone shit on your birth that hasn't happened yet. We're not letting that happen. You still have options. We still have time. We still have a voice. And she's like, you know what? You're right. You know what she did? She called her OB. Now we're finding a new one. Or she called her high-risk doctor and she's looking for a new OB. You don't have to settle. You can fire the OB. If they are scheduling an induction and that goes against your medical treatment plan that you discussed, and there's no apology wouldn't even matter. If you lost trust with your provider because of a red flag or because of a conversation or an action that they took, get a new one. By getting a new one, you're preventing more painful experiences that potentially could happen in your birth. Birth is a very vulnerable time. And if you don't feel relaxed and safe with the people that are going to provide, your pelvis could lock. You could stall your labor. You could stall out of labor once you start. Your cervix might not dilate. All of these things because maybe your body feels scared. If you don't feel safe, your pelvis is going to react. So how you feel with your medical team is so vital, is so important. So you can fire your OB. You can also fire anyone on your medical team. So you do have options. You don't deserve to be disrespected. You deserve to be honored. Your pregnancy is a sacred experience, and your birth is an even more sacred experience. You're bringing your baby into the world. By using your voice and understanding that you have options, you have power, and there's power in your voice. You're activating that womb wisdom for advocacy, not just for yourself, but for your child. And let me tell you, advocacy starts as soon as, even in your fertility. Advocacy for your baby. You're not going to let someone bully your child. Don't let anyone bully you. Because you're carrying your baby. It all matters. All the emotions matter. And if I can influence you in any way where you feel more empowered with the decisions, that will prevent so much more pain. It doesn't mean your birth won't be hard, or maybe it may not turn out the way you want, but you will be birthing with people that you trust, that you won't be scared to touch your baby, or that you'll get all the things that you're hoping for, or as many as you can in your birth intention plan. That's what it's about. I don't promise guarantees or anything other than the more empowered you feel, the safer you feel, the happier you'll be, and the easier it all will be. But if you don't feel safe, that leads to complications, and that leads to fear, and that leads to more pain. You've lived so much. You've overcome so much. You've worked so hard to come here. Why stop now when you deserve the world? So my friend, please let me know in the DMs on the Instagram if this episode was impactful to you or influenced you in any way. I would love to know your thoughts. My handle is the Carolina Sotomayor. Please shoot me a DM. I want to know how you're doing. Take care and see you next week, my friends. It was an honor to connect and serve you this week. If you are a spiritually curious person wanting to conceive and heal blockages in your fertility, click the link in the episode description to learn more about the Fertility Foundation Collective. Until next time, my friend, know you are loved.